Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 here, back again for another DVD Blu-ray update. Got a bunch of stuff here to show you. I was going to show you the stack first before I showed you. A stack of stuff right here. And I was going to talk to you guys a little bit about each one that I've acquired over the last 2 or 3 weeks. The first one up from Warner Brothers, and that is Rock of Ages. This movie is about, a girl from a small town wanting to move to Los Angeles to become a star. But ends up working at, a nightclub, cleaning tables and stuff like that. But that's pretty much the basis of the story. You know what I mean? There's really not much story-wise going on. It's all about the music and the next musical sequence, which is what you are watching this movie for. And if you like 80s rock music, you guys will dig this movie. You guys all know me. I love musicals. I love musicals, but it was cool, but it's not like a West Side Story. It's not like a Bye Bye Birdie or anything. But I really got nostalgic when I was watching this, because in this movie there's 1 or 2 scenes they shoot in old Tower Records, or they made up this whole building like as the Tower Records used to be, and they're in there shopping for records and CDs or whatever, and it was just like real nostalgic because all the signs that they had in there were all old school, like stuff that I remember seeing when I used to go to Tower Records, and it was just really cool to see that. And of course Alec Baldwin and Russell Brand's character, the things that happened between those two in the movie were absolutely hilarious. I don't want to give the story away because there's really not that much going on story wise. It's all about getting to the next musical, the next music thing. But it's worth watching. This one has the extended and the theatrical versions on here, but I believe the theatrical version's only on the DVD, I believe, or something like that. But it's a fun watch if you guys love 80s music. It's just cool to, listen to the songs of your childhood, especially if you're my age. But yeah, that's Rock of Ages on DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Next up right here is from Shout Factory. It's called Get a Life with the complete Get a Life the complete series. Sorry, I'm all stuttering today. I just got back from doing the podcast at the John Lovitz Comedy Club, with Dante and Rebecca, the stimulus package. And this right here, it's a funny show. It's about a 30-something. He's in his 30s, and he's a paper boy, and he lives with his parents. And the little shenanigans that he gets into with his parents and doing things with his friends. If you guys don't know ChrisElliott, I believe he was in Cabin Boy, and he was in what's it called? There's Something About Mary and stuff like that. I always like his brand of comedy. He's a little goofball and everything, but it's not like your normal sitcom. It's a little bit different. They do a little bit more different things, a little bit more out there, which is what I like. A little quirky comedies. But yeah, Get a Life it's actually a really funny show about a 30-year-old guy who lives at home with his parents, and he's a paper boy still. It's a really like offbeat comedy. Not everyone's gonna like it, but I sure as hell did. But yeah, check out Get a Life, guys. And these next 2 right here are from Twilight Time. I was so happy these guys. I'm so happy I got these to talk about for you guys right here. That's Enemy Mine. I don't want to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of this movie, but because to me there wasn't really that much going on. It's just pretty much about a guy played by Dennis Quaid that he's like a fighter in space, kind of like Star Wars kind of thing, and then his ship crash lands on this planet, and of course there's the creature there, and he's like, oh, I don't like you, and the creature's like, oh, I don't like you, and it's just them how they form a sort of kind of like a relationship together. Not like a relationship like they're making out or anything. But yeah, I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. But yeah, it's pretty much about a guy that crash lands on a planet, and him and this other creature on that planet are trying to survive together without getting hurt and stuff. It's really kind of fun, but I don't want to lie to you, it's not my cup of tea. I try to, it's kind of one of those ones I was sitting there going, all right, come on, something needs to happen. But it's still worth watching. It looks fantastic on Blu-ray. And this next one right here is Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 version, the one that Tom Savini directed. And of course this one right here was approved by, I believe approved by George Romero. And this one has always been my favorite. I've always liked this one a little bit more than I did the original. Don't get me wrong, the original one is awesome, okay? Don't get me wrong on that. I love that one. But this is the first one I ever really saw when it first came to, I think it was VHS, when I had the VHS of this. And I heard people complaining and whining about the picture quality on it. The picture quality looked fine to me. Like, I didn't see any really big flaws or anything. But, yeah, this one also has the commentary on there with filmmaker and Tom Savini, and then the theatrical trailer. I thought it looked pretty good on Blu-ray. I know I don't need to get into the story of this one. You guys all know the story of Night of the Living Dead. But this is the one put out by Twilight Time. I believe it's all out of print right now, or sold out already, and it was supposed to come out on the 9th of October. It comes with a cool little booklet, and the disc card is pretty sweet. I don't know how good you guys can see it in the video. But you guys can get this title. I don't think about this title anymore. But I know you can get Enemy Mine still on ScreenArchives.com exclusively through them. This is the company that produces 3,000 copies of each of their titles. I don't know why it's a 3,000 number. I don't know why it's such a number like that. But yeah, it's just really cool to have Night of the Living Dead and Enemy Mines now on Blu-ray. But yeah, check out ScreenArchives.com. You can see if they happen to have any more of these for sale. But I'm not sure if they do or not. But I know Enemy Mines is still up on there. This next one right here is from Anchor Bay, and it's Bait. This is Bait 3D Blu-ray and DVD combo pack. But this movie is pretty much about a shark that gets trapped in is in a supermarket with a bunch of people killing people. Yeah. How does that happen, you may ask? You have to watch the movie. It's kind of crazy. Like, an earthquake happens and a big wave comes and poosh, and there goes a shark inside of the supermarket, and people in there trying to survive and get away from the thing. And that's pretty much the basis of the story. You know what I mean? A shark in a supermarket, go. I bet you that's how they pitched the movie. But to tell you the honest to God truth, I thought it was a lot of fun. The one guy from Nip Tuck is in here. I don't want to lie. I forgot his name. I can't think of his name right now, but you guys all know the guy from, one of the doctors from Nip Tuck is in here playing, like, I think he's kind of like the bad guy of the movie, next to the two sharks. But it was just a hell of a lot of fun. It kind of reminded me of Daylight in a way. You know how people are trapped underneath a tunnel, but it's kind of like that, but they're in a supermarket. it's just really wacky, but some of the effects at some moments look really kind of bad. Like, I don't want to lie, like the last shot of the movie, that was kind of like, ugh. A couple of shots when the water's coming in, it's kind of like, what? It's kind of cool, but kind of like, yeah, cheesy at the same time. But guys, if you like cheesy, good, fun shark movies, check Bait out. This is cool. It's like it's better than Sand Shark, and I forgot that other one. But yeah, Bait 3D, guys, check this one out. And this next one right here is from Comedy Central, and that is Demetr Martin, stand-up comedian. You guys don't know. If you guys don't know Demetr Martin, he's just a stand-up comic, and he has his own unique style that he presents his comedy. Kind of like, not dry humor, but I don't know how to explain it. You have to watch him to know what I'm trying to say here. I like when he gets his little board, and he wrote, scribbles some stuff on it, and he's like, flipping it over, talking smack about stuff. Demetr Martin, if you guys didn't know, his new one's out right now, so I suggest checking it out if you're a fan of Demetr Martin. Next up right here is Katt from E1 is Katt Williams and Kattpacaltpse. That's not the title of the movie. Sorry, guys. It's Katt Williams, Catastrophe. It's just another stand-up special of his. I think it's the first one he's done since his retirement. He retired and came back. I don't know why he would retire so early in his comedy career, because he was really, really popular, especially since the people at my Blockbuster always ask for his stand-up comedy specials. And he retires, and now he's coming back, but he's always cool. I always liked him in the Friday movie. I think it was Friday After Next, I believe, playing the pimp that owns this, clothing store. But it's pretty funny, and also has a Katt Williams animated short on here as a special feature. If you guys like Katt Williams comedy, really, really funny. I don't want to lie, I think I like the Katt Williams one a little bit more than the Demetr Martin. But yeah, it's Katt Williams. Check his new one out, guys. And this other thing right here, guys, I talked to you guys about in my last Hoarding Up video. And I went out and bought it from Best Buy because it was $19.99. And I'm like, what am I doing? And then I found out that the 3D version is the same price. So I ran back to Best Buy. I'm like, yo, what's up? And I ended up getting the 3D Blu-ray DVD combo pack, whatever, for the same price. I just went back there. I'm like, yo, and I just switched them. So I got this one with a cool lenticular cover. and everything. You guys all know. You guys all know the Avengers. I don't really need to say anything, but I just wanted to tell you that I got rid of the regular Blu-ray thing and upgraded to the 3D one for no money. But yeah, next one right here is from A&E, and it's the New York Mets 50 Greatest Players. This DVD just takes you on the lives of all the best 50 players of the Mets team. You know, from the beginning of the Mets till now. And like, you know, they talk about Darryl Strawberry and Mike Piazza, those guys that I remember watching when I was younger with my father and stuff. I remember those are the two names that always stood out to me when I used to watch baseball and stuff all the time. It's really cool. It's they only really spend like a minute or two on each player. Nothing really in depth or anything like that. But if you're a fan of the Mets, this one's worth checking out. But if you're just a casual Mets fan or a casual baseball fan, it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the Undertaker, 30 matches that he had at WrestleMania, how he hasn't lost for years. It's kind of like that Blu-ray or DVD where they just show like a minute or two of each match and talk about it for a second or two. It's kind of like that. It's worth watching, but it's kind of like, you know, a little bit unsatisfying, just a little bit. You know, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that's the 50 greatest players of the Mets. Next up right here is from E1 and his Vampire Dog, starring Norm Macdonald from the Norm Show and Dirty Work. You guys know, I know I can't do his voice right, but yeah, I can't. Don't even ask me to try to do Norm Macdonald's voice. But it's pretty much about a dog. His caretaker lives in some, like, I forgot where, like Transylvania or something, who knows. But his caretaker dies, so the next person in the family line gets the dog mailed to him, and it's a vampire dog. And the dog, you know, he doesn't like suck blood or like, you know, kill things or anything. He's addicted to jelly or Jello, but in the movie they keep calling it jelly. I heard people are like bad mouthing this movie, like in different different message boards, different places. And it's not that bad. If you guys are into kid movies, you know, family-friendly movies, this was a whole lot of fun. Because, of course, the kid that gets the dog mailed to him, he doesn't know the dog talks. And, of course, the whole scene when the kid or someone finds out that the animal speaks is like, what? Huh? Like, passes out and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of funny, but you know that kind of stuff's going to happen. But it's just some of the lines that Norm Macdonald throws out as this dog. It's just absolutely funny. You know, like the little quick one-liners. Yeah, like I said, it's about a dog. His owner dies, and he gets shipped to this, you know, next of kin kind of thing. And this kid's, is just moving into a new house and going to a new school. His mom's the music teacher of the school, and these kids are calling him nerd because his mom's a teacher at the school. And the school is probably gonna close after this semester because funding is not. They're not having enough funding for the school. So the only way the school is going to stay open is if, you know, the kids in the music class win this contest and, you know, make this school whatever they need to make it to keep it open. And it's just a dog in there causing havoc and messing around. You know what I mean? It's just all around fun. I don't know why I'm spending so much time talking about Vampire Dog, but I had a blast watching it. I love family movies, so this one's definitely a watch, especially for the Halloween season for kids and stuff and families. Next one up right here is Ed Wood. I know I don't really need to say much about this one. It's a story of Ed Wood, the guy that made Plan 9 from Outer Space, and Glenn or Glenda, like all those really weird B movies. But in this one, it takes place while he's making Glenn or Glenda and Plan 9 from Outer Space, and how he got not Boris Karloff. What am I saying? Bela Lugosi. Oh my God, Bela Lugosi would kill me if he found out I said that. He thinks Boris Karloff can eat his poopy. But I don't know what I'm talking about. But if you know the movie, you know what I'm trying to say. But it's just a really fun movie. It's really cool to see Johnny Depp playing Ed Wood, you know, dressing up in women's clothing and making movies and not really knowing exactly what they're doing. It's just an all-around funny movie. Bill Murray is fantastic in it. And Martin Landau is just awesome playing Bela Lugosi in this movie. If you guys have never seen this movie before, I highly suggest checking this one out. It's a Tim Burton film. You guys all know Tim Burton from Batman and Beetlejuice and stuff like that. It's just a really highly entertaining movie, especially since I've been watching the old Universal monsters and stuff. It connects really well with this movie right here. But yeah, guys, Ed Wood, check this one out on Blu-ray, guys. Looks fantastic. Alright guys, and the next movie I want to talk about right here is The Samaritan, starring Samuel L. Jackson. You can't go wrong with Samuel L. Jackson. I'm just going to give you a quick synopsis on this movie. At the beginning of this movie, Samuel L. Jackson's getting out of jail, and he's been in there for over 25 years, or about 25 years or so. And he was in jail for killing his old partner, which you have to watch the movie to find out why he did so. And he's getting out of jail, and he's trying to start his life right, trying to stay out of trouble. And as soon as he comes out of jail, he bumps into the kid of his partner that he killed, and this kid is giving him all this crap and making him do things, and it's all kinds of messed up. And because he's an old grifter, he also pull stuff on people, get money from them, and everything. It was just a highly entertaining movie. I can't really say anything else about it, because if I say one or two little points about the movie, it's gonna totally ruin everything. But if you guys love Samuel L. Jackson movies, he gives one of the best performances I've seen in a while. The Samaritan, guys, it's cool. I thought it was awesome. Dark and gritty, and kind of when you find out one or two things in it, it's like, whoa, what? But yeah, that's Samuel L. Jackson and The Samaritan. Next one up right here is from Millennium, and it's The Babymakers, starring Olivia Munn and the guys from Broken Lizard. It's pretty much about a couple trying to have a baby, and they don't know who's having the problem, if it's the woman's problem or if he's got hit in the nuts too many times and his sperm are just too slow. But you find out that that's what the problem is, and it's just a wacky thing of him trying to. His wife finds out that he's been going to the spank bank to donate his specimen so he can make money to buy her a wedding ring or whatever. And now that they're trying to have a baby, he can't because his sperm's not good enough, and she's all upset about it. So he devises this plan and goes to this one mobster guy, and tries to figure out how they can break into the sperm bank to get the last vial of his specimen. And that's pretty much the basis of the movie, is him trying to break in there to get his last good sperm that he has, so he can have a baby with the woman that he loves. It's just really crazy and over the top. If you guys all know Olivia Munn, I believe she was on G4, the game network. I'm not sure if she is anymore, but she's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, the Broken Lizards guys are always funny, from Club Dread and stuff like that. And yeah, if you guys just want to see a wacky movie about a couple of dudes trying to get some semen, it's funny as hell. But that's Babymakers, guys. Check that one out. Next up right here from 20th Century Fox, that is She's the One, starring Ed Burns, Cameron Diaz, and Jennifer Aniston. It's a relationship movie. It's kind of hard to explain because everything in this movie is one big love triangle kind of thing. Ed Burns is just a normal guy. He's a taxi driver. He drives people around. He just meets a girl, falls in love with her, gets married to her the next day. And his brother is a businessman, kind of an asshole, and he's sleeping around. He's married, yet he's sleeping around on his wife, sleeping with somebody else, and it's just a whole weird thing. This person sleeping with that person, this person sleeping with that person, kind of movie. If you're into relationships, it'll kind of go, huh? Because there's just a lot of weird things going on. Like I said, Ed Burns used to sleep with Cameron Diaz a long time ago. Yeah, Ed Burns' character's brother used to sleep with her too, or it's all kind of weird. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of funny if you guys are into relationship movies. And this is also those are called the filmmaker's signature series, where you get the little autograph and stuff on the corner. I know it's not real, but you know what I mean. It's the signature series. It comes with audio commentary, a featurette, music video, and theatrical trailer on here. It's cool. I always like Jennifer Aniston, to be honest with you, from Friends and all that kind of stuff. Alright guys, and the next one up I want to show you I got from Mill Creek, and that is the complete series of Grounded for Life. The complete series of all 5 seasons on 13 DVDs, all in one cool box set here. I like how they put it into a thing like this, so you can put it all on your shelf like that. It's thick, but it's not too bulky if you had all the other seasons with it, because I believe I had season 1 and 2 of this series by itself. I forgot what company that was that put it out, but since I got rid of the other ones a long time ago, this is the same size of 2 seasons would have been. It's a really cool show. It's pretty much a show about a family, you know, about some crazy kids, and you know, people. It's like the family, the mom and dad are like lived their teenage years kind of thing during the 80s, and you know, it just has that kind of vibe to it a little bit. The packaging right here, you open it up, and they come in like paper sleeves and stuff like that. It's alright. I like it's cool the way they do that because it saves on money, you know, on production costs and stuff like that. But it's cool because they don't shake around in here. But that's Grounded for Life, the complete series. I always liked watching the show back when it was on TV. I forgot when exactly it was when it aired. I can't remember, but I remember. I think I was in like the high school, I think, when the show was on. But it's a fun show to go and revisit. Grounded for Life. Just want to let you guys all know the complete series is out now. Yeah. And last up right here is General Education from Well Go USA. This one stars Janeane Garofalo and Larry Miller, and yeah, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't perfect either. It was just kind of like a mellow flow. Like you think it's gonna be like a super good comedy, it's just kind of like a mellow flow. It wasn't completely terrible, but it didn't, you know, blast off the charts or anything. You know, it's pretty much about a kid. He gets a scholarship to go to the school because he plays tennis, and then he finds out the last week of school that he didn't pass one of his classes. So he has to go to summer school. So the whole movie is pretty much him keeping that he's going to summer school a secret from his mom and dad, so they don't know that, you know, what he's doing, and they, you know, so he's be able to pass his class and go to that college that he wants. It's kind of okay, but it just wasn't all that in a bag of chips or anything. It's worth checking out like a rental, but I wouldn't go out there and buy it. But go ahead and check this one out if you see it like at Redbox or something, or Blockbuster. Rent that one. But yeah, that's my DVD Blu-ray update today, guys. I ordered up on all this right here. Get a Life was kind of cool from Shout Factory. I like that one. And this is the last one right here I talked about already in a video. I got a couple of comments. This is the Universal Classic Monster Essential Collection. I got a couple of comments from a couple of you people that watch, saying like I talked about, you know, Phantom of the Opera looking really good on Blu-ray because it's in color. And people thought I don't like black and white movies. That's not the case. I just happened to watch that one first because that's the one I remember really, really super liking back when I first saw it, and I haven't seen it for a long time. I like all these movies. That's why I have this here. Of course, Dracula's cool. You know, Mummy, Wolfman, and all that kind of stuff. And all the other movies so far that I've seen look absolutely wonderful on Blu-ray. I think they did a wonderful job on the transfers. I just wanted to bring this up to you guys because I don't want people to think that like I don't like black and white movies, or I'm like oh, it's color and it looks better because it's color. No, it's just I'm saying that I just happen to like Phantom of the Opera in that one video I was talking about. But if you guys get a chance to get this set, it's absolutely worth getting. Really good presentation. If you guys want to see me unbox it and talk a little bit more about it, check out the link in the description box, or like right here on the screen or whatever. It's a really cool set. I suggest checking this one out, especially if you guys are a fan of the classic monsters. But yeah, guys, that's my DVD update today, DVD Blu-ray update today. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and I'll see you guys all later. Woo, yeah. Bye, guys.